everybody. Welcome to this Facebook Live class all about, we're going to cover 10 reasons why your business should own a vinyl cutter. I am Zach Ellsworth and appreciate you joining me here on Facebook. If you don't mind taking a few seconds and just commenting in where you're watching from, that would be awesome. And as we go through today's class, which will probably be about 15 or 20 minutes of your time talking about the reasons why you should own a vinyl cutter, if you have any questions, if you have any comments, please feel free to post those in and we will do our best to get to them in the time that we have. So we have some folks chatting in. I see, hey, hello from Chicago, hello from Mississippi, from Texas, Brian here from Ohio, Trinidad and Tobago. Great. All right, we have Canada as well. So we have an international audience today and some folks in the Midwest. Awesome. Appreciate you joining us. Again, I'm Zach. We're going to cover the top 10 reasons that you should own a vinyl cutter. And at the end of it, we're going to cover some vinyl cutter packages and give you a way that you can actually make that investment. So again, questions, comments, please chat them in. With that, we will get started on the 10 reasons why you should own a vinyl cutter. I'm going to ask Taylor to cut to our PowerPoint presentation for today, and we're going to be going back and forth between the PowerPoint, showing you some samples and giving you these reasons. So one of the reasons that this class has come up at this time of the year is because it's tax return time. If you haven't gotten your tax return yet, I'm sure you're anticipating it. Hopefully you are getting a return. But usually what we see happen here at Stahls is around this time, January, February, March, April, is when vinyl cutter sales really start to grow in the year. Most of our vinyl cutters are being sold in this time of the year because people are investing in growing their business. And I just wanted to talk quickly about investment strategies. Then we're going to talk about 5 reasons if you're not using vinyl yet, why you should get a vinyl cutter. Then we'll have 5 reasons if you're already using vinyl, why to get a vinyl cutter. And then we're going to tell you at the end how to invest. So that's kind of an outline of where we're going. So as far as growing your business goes, the new year is always a time that we start to think about what are we going to do with our business? Are we going to move it out of our home into a storefront this year? Are we going to try and get more customers? Do we just want to stay the same? Sometimes we just want to drop more profit to the bottom line on the same amount of sales. So there are 4 what I think are main growth strategies for a small business. 1, we can keep doing the same thing. And that can sometimes lead to sales continuing to grow. Like if we're on a growth trajectory of 20 to 30% in our business, if we keep doing the same thing, we don't necessarily have a reason to think that we won't continue to grow at a similar rate. Secondly, we can invest in sales and marketing activities to grow sales. Now, obviously, we want to count the cost and measure the return on those sales and marketing activities, because what we don't want to do is go spend $2,000 in Facebook ads this year not to grow sales at all. So we can invest in sales and marketing activities. We always recommend that those are as measured or measurable as they can be for your business. Third, you can invest in equipment or software to improve the business. And that's really where today's class is kind of going. It's going with investing in equipment, and we'll go over some reasons why investing in equipment can actually help you grow the business. And then the 4th growth strategy that we see happen a lot, especially with small businesses, is acquiring another small business, whether that's in the area, somebody who wants to get out of doing business, or someone out of the area. If you want to grow the region that you are reaching with your small business, you can go through an acquisition. So we are going to focus on investing in equipment and software and giving you the 10 reasons why you should own a vinyl cutter. So reason number 1 why you should own a vinyl cutter is the unique placements that can be achieved. And I want to show you a few of those. So I have them here on a rack beside me, but what a vinyl cutter gives you the ability to do is put unique placements on garments. So here we have a pair of sweatpants that we have decorated with actually I think that's our metallic material, fashion film electric material that is on the leg of these pants. So one unique placement, bottom of the leg. Now this is all in combination with your heat press as well. Another unique placement, we have a racerback tank top here, and we are decorating in between the seams on this shirt. So that is typically a difficult placement with other traditional decorating methods like screen printing or embroidery. You have to worry about the seam. Am I going to be registered right? A heat press and a vinyl cutter make this placement easy. I have two more to show you. This next placement is one of my favorites. It's on the pocket of this hoodie. So we can decorate on a pocket. Again, all you have to do is get an optional platen for your heat press. All of the looks that we're showing you right now have been cut with a vinyl cutter, whether that has been the Roland vinyl cutter or the Graphtec vinyl cutter that Stahls sells. So you can get pocket placements. And we have one more pair of pants here to show you, and it's just a different placement on the leg for these pants. So this is up at the top, again, dealing with seams, with strings, with zippers. Heat transfer and a vinyl cutter gives you the ability to get some of these unique placements. Now there's basically, you can almost name any placement on any apparel item, and we can figure out how to get a placement there with one of our optional platens for a heat press and the addition of a vinyl cutter. So unique placements is something that is really driving the growth of people's vinyl businesses, because it's giving you the ability to hit places on garments and even on items that aren't apparel items that you can't hit with other decorating methods. So reason number one, why you should invest in a vinyl cutter: unique placements. Reason number two, unique finishes. This one is where we tend to focus a lot of our efforts on. And I have 4 garments here on the rack that I can grab a few. So the first unique finish, and this one has been popular for the better part of 5 to 8 years right now. This is glitter flake material. So you have the ability to decorate on a number of different items with a glitter finish. If you walk into a retail store, especially a teens or tween store, you're going to see a lot of glitter on the shelf. The addition of a vinyl cutter combined with your heat press gives you the ability to offer glitter finishes. Next, we have foil. Again, this is a retail-inspired finish that is gaining popularity. What typically happens for those of you who already run decorating businesses, you probably get those folks who come into your shop or you get a call from, and they say, hey, I saw this somewhere, or they took a picture of something in a store and they want to know if you can make it for them with their name on it or with their particular design on it. The addition of a vinyl cutter combined with a heat press gives you the ability to do that. So this is a foil finish. Next, we have this. I personally love this finish. And when I walked into the office the day that they made this, I questioned some of our folks, how in the world did we do that? That doesn't look like anything that we've done before. All we did was took a roll of our CAD cut patterns and cut these lines out of it, weeded it out, and applied it. So that is simply a CAD cut pattern that you can order from Stahls Creative Studios at stahls.com, and we made a unique design out of that. Got to thank Jenna for that one, if you guys watch Jenna here on Facebook. All right, after that, this is a brand new product that just launched. Actually, I think it launched last week. So this is chalkboard vinyl. So take your vinyl cutter, take your heat press, and you can write and erase on the chalkboard all day long. So this one, super popular. If you visit our booth, if you happen to be in the Atlantic City area this week, the show just opened today. We have this one in booth on a shirt that you can go in and personalize with some chalk. So chalkboard vinyl is another very unique finish that just came out. And then lastly, as far as finishes go, there are plenty more, but you have the ability to combine to get an even more unique finish. So here we have combined our glitter with our CAD cut metallic. So that's a soft, stretchy metallic material, again, available at stahls.com. So unique placements and unique finishes are 2 reasons that you should invest in a vinyl cutter. All right, let's see. Reason number 3 is unique items. So unique placements, unique finishes, unique items. All of these first 3 reasons are really about differentiating yourselves from what your competition can do or what someone can get if they walk into a traditional screen printer and embroiderer. So as far as unique items, again, kind of across the board, I have a few here that I'd like to show you. So we have decorated the top of a shoe with a monogram here. So that's one unique item that's popular. We've also taken a similar approach to this sandal. We used our metallic material to cut out a monogram. Monogram designs are still extremely popular right now, especially if you're in the southeast of the United States, if you're selling into that market. It's a growing trend there. In addition to these soft goods, which were all applied with a heat press, you can also apply to hard flat surfaces. So here we took some sign vinyl, again available at Stahls.com, and all we did was cut out the two colors and apply this by hand with a squeegee to this mug. Can also print on bags. So this bag was printed with a reflective material, again all done on a vinyl cutter. And then as Taylor kind of pans out on the room, everything that you see behind me was decorated with just using a vinyl cutter and a heat press. So you can see the padfolio behind me, makeup bag. There's another shoe there on the wall that's been printed with patterns. Lots of different items that are printable almost only with a heat press and a vinyl cutter. It really opens up the opportunities to sell more to your existing customer base. All right, so unique placements, unique finishes, and unique items were our first three reasons why you should invest in a vinyl cutter. Reason number 4, personalization. So this is where vinyl cutting really shines. It's in variable data or personalization and short runs. Can you use vinyl for larger runs and things that aren't personalized? Absolutely. It's the way that you get some of these finishes that make a lot of sense for large runs. But if you're talking about where vinyl really made its name in the market at first, it's on pieces like the one that's directly behind me, this Knights jersey with the number 82 on it, you can see. So names and numbers is where vinyl really shines because you're loading a roll of material onto the vinyl cutter and you're cutting and weeding out the excess material that is there. So it's truly built for that one-off personalization or variable data. And when we say variable data, one of the, I guess, newer applications for variable data that we're seeing gaining a lot of popularity is with hashtags. So we're seeing that being done at events, on websites. Custom hashtags is one of the more popular ways to use your vinyl cutter right now. So unique placements, unique items, unique finishes, and personalization are our first 4. Reason number 5 why you should invest in a vinyl cutter is fear of missing out. So basically what we're telling you is everybody else is doing it. Shouldn't you be doing it too, right? We all have that. I think the short term for it is FOMO. So we all experience FOMO, or the fear of missing out. And what we're seeing is more and more and more people invest in vinyl cutter technology to where they have all of these first 4 reasons available to them. So vinyl is probably one of the fastest growing segments of the decorating industry right now. And what also makes vinyl a nice addition to your business is that it's a low level of initial investment. You can get either the Roland or the Graphtec vinyl cutter and the vinyl that you need to get started all for under $2,000, and you're operating a serious business. You have some serious capacity with these commercial grade 24-inch wide cutters. So fear of missing out should be or could be one of the motivators that's there for you, because if you're not investing in vinyl cutter technology, the guy you're competing with down the street probably is. That's how quickly we're seeing vinyl grow. So those first 5 reasons were really for folks who may or may not be using vinyl right now. These next 5 reasons are all kind of based around people who maybe some of our viewers who are already doing vinyl, but you want to consider it more seriously. Maybe you're still farming out some of the work to other people to do, not cutting it yourself. So reason number 6 why you would want to invest in a vinyl cutter is a lower cost of goods sold. So Stahls has the ability to provide you with pre-cuts. So you can send your graphic into Stahls, we can cut it out of vinyl and send it to you. And lots of you are taking advantage of that service, and it's a great service to have. If your goal this year is to lower your cost of doing business on those vinyl jobs, adding a vinyl cutter is the way to do that. When you add a vinyl cutter and you buy vinyl in roll form direct from Stahls, you're going to pay for our standard finishes about a penny per square inch is what you can count on paying for vinyl. For the special effect finishes, it's usually somewhere between 2 to 3 cents per square inch. So it's a significantly lower cost of goods sold for the actual vinyl transfer if you're going to make it yourself versus ordering it from someone else. And there's a lot of other good reasons for being able to do that as well. So our next one, after lower cost of goods sold, it gives you the ability to print on demand. And what do we mean by print on demand? Well, it actually can mean 2 things. So we have folks who are operating businesses pretty much specifically online as far as personalization goes, and you can stock a number of different colors that are in the shop, and when someone places an order, you can take your vinyl off the shelf, throw it in the vinyl cutter, and print on demand within, the hour. Where we're really seeing print on demand growing is in what is called experiential retail. So what does experiential retail mean? Basically, if you haven't noticed, most of the malls around the country are closing. There's lots of retailers who are declaring bankruptcy and going out of business. So retailers are trying to find ways to bring people into the store rather than just shopping online on Amazon or online even on their stores. They're looking for ways to bring people in the store and engage them. And one of the more popular ways to do that is experiential retail, where they're offering print on demand in store. So I'm going to show you a website here of a partner that is doing print on demand very well. And this company is called YR Store. So this is just one example of them offering print on demand for events. So they went to an event in downtown Los Angeles for Adidas at the 747 warehouse. And they set up these screens. You can see there's, I think, 16 screens. There's 14 on the screen there, but this total activation was about 16 screens. Folks who visited this event, which was all about basketball and music, folks who visited the event could go up to one of the screens, pick one of the 5 pre-printed designs that they had available on site that were available as a heat transfer. And then in addition to that, they could personalize the back of the shirt, which was done with a vinyl cutter, actually the Roland GS24 vinyl cutter and Stahls vinyl. And then they just took a heat press on site. So you have this experiential design where you're walking up to a screen, you're interacting with it. More traditionally, people have done this just with, you can do this with poster board and put up the designs that you have available. Experiential retail is one of the big reasons that that people are walking into stores. So we've seen companies like Levi's, Ralph Lauren, Facebook and Google are doing this for events. There's lots of folks out there who are looking to draw people into their stores, and a vinyl cutter and a heat press is the way that they're choosing to do it right now. So print on demand is a great reason to invest in a vinyl cutter. So reason number 8 is to control the process. And this is a production reason, right? So we said it's a lower cost of goods sold if you're not sending it out for somebody else to cut your designs. Well, you're also able to control the process. If you're sending it out for someone else to cut your designs, it can take 2-3 days, then they have to ship them to you. And maybe that person that you're sending your vinyl cuts out to has a larger customer or a larger job that's eating up their capacity, and they don't have the ability to get what you need in the time frame that your customer needs it. So bringing a vinyl cutter in-house helps you to control the process. It also gives you the ability to control errors or miscuts or anything like that that might be happening from a supplier that you would be using. Number 9 reason after control the process is it's never been easier to learn. One of the biggest holdups when I go to a trade show and have the opportunity to talk to a bunch of small business owners over the course of 2 to 3 days, and we're talking about why a vinyl cutter may or may not be right for their business, one of the biggest concerns that I always hear is that what if I don't know how to use it? I'm concerned about the learning curve. I'm concerned about training. It's easy for me to just place my orders online and bring the transfers in and apply them. And if that's the way that you want to go and you don't want to add staff to run this vinyl cutter, or if you don't have the time to do it, great. That makes total sense. But education shouldn't be the reason, or lack of knowledge really shouldn't be the reason not to bring a vinyl cutter in-house. It has never been easier to learn. And I would like to show you real quick the just where you can go to learn is on YouTube. If you're not using YouTube to learn, you're missing out. And you can learn from anybody on YouTube. There's tons of content there to be viewed, but I would recommend specifically for vinyl cutters, for achieving different finishes, for achieving unique placements, even for applying to unique items, check out the Stahls TV YouTube channel. So you can visit YouTube, type in Stahls TV at the top here like I did, and you can see that Stahls TV has 1,012 videos up here. Almost every one of them, actually I can pretty much guarantee you every one of them has to do with the heat press, and a vast majority of them also have to do with a vinyl cutter. So not only are there training videos on how to use the equipment, there's also videos on how to achieve the different looks that you may want to achieve. And we also have video series that are all about just giving you ideas on how to make better use of the equipment that you already have available to you. So with that, we're going to roll right into reason number 10 why you would want to invest in a vinyl cutter right now. And that's because there's never been a better deal. And I'm actually going to ask Taylor to show the vinyl cutter packages that we have available right now. So there's 2 of them. First one is the GraphTech ROI vinyl cutter package, and it includes the following. You're going to get the GraphTech CE6000 Plus. It's a 24-inch wide cutter. It comes with the stand that you see on screen. It also comes with 6 5-yard rolls of CAD-Cut Premium Plus heat transfer vinyl, and we recommend the high-tack CAD-Cut Premium Plus heat transfer vinyl. So that's 30 yards of material. And for those of you who are familiar with Stahls products, you know that the Premium Plus material is available 20 inches wide. So we're not including the 15-inch wide stuff. We're including for free with this package the 20-inch wide stuff, 30 yards of it. The number of jerseys you can make with that, you can almost return your whole investment just by using the vinyl that's included for free with the package. In addition to that, you're going to get the CAD-Cut weeding panel, and what that panel does is it plugs into your wall and heats up and makes it easier to weed the vinyl than ever before. You're also going to get an easy weeder. It includes UPS ground shipping for free. You're also, which you don't see on screen, is you get support from our Quality Experience Vinyl Cutter Success Team. So you have an issue, you have a question, you need some training, call our Vinyl Cutter Success Team. So all of that's available to you for $17.95 for the GraphTech CE6000 Plus. That's a savings of over $300. Our second cutter package is for the Roland machine. So very similar setup. Everything that's included is the same. The cutter changes, right? So you're going to get the Roland GS24 vinyl cutter, and the price on that is $1,895. Your savings is the same. So you're going to save, it says over $300. I think the exact amount that you're saving is $303.50 on these vinyl cutter packages. So basically, you're paying for the cutter. You're getting everything else that you see there for free. The shipping, the material, the stand, the weeding panel, the weeder, and also access to our technical support or our Quality Experience team. So reason number 10, there has never been a better deal actually at Stahls. I mean, normally we would tell people to go to, if you want to get the best deal, you show up at the trade show. It's always been trade show deals are the best deals. This is the best vinyl cutter deal that I've seen come through the Stahls family of companies in a very long time. So never been a better time to invest. With all of that said, Taylor, did we have any questions come in that we should deal with that we weren't able to answer? Let's see. I see I use my Roland GS24 to do custom shape sports yard signs. Great. It includes the team, player name, and player number. That's actually a really great idea. Using the sign vinyl, you can apply to yard signs, other hard goods. You can make the decals that are going on to the backs of minivan windows. 1,012 Stahls TV videos. Yes, that is correct. Go check them out. If you have time to watch all of them, you're probably not spending time on your business. Only watch the ones that are relevant to you. Use that search feature in YouTube to narrow down the ones that are relevant. But we are releasing new content to our YouTube channel on a weekly basis. So new videos are always going up. All right. I think that's it. So hopefully you enjoyed this class. I thank you for joining me. If you have any more questions, please feel free to comment and we will get back to you later today. Thanks for joining us.